Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Today is Wednesday, August 26th. I hope everybody is having a great day and a great week so far. We got some things we're going to cover in today's episode. We're going to be going over your guys' chart requests from over here inside the Discord. If you guys have chart requests, I now only take them from the live request thread over here. If you see here, we left off yesterday in yesterday's video with Meta and Futu. So we're just going to continue on down this list. We got some good names in here. We got CELH, Chainlink, Amazon, Uber, Netflix, Oracle, GRT, Keel, and we're just going to keep going down the list. Okay, so we'll pick up on that here in just a second. I wanted to talk about the top names that I'm watching for today. I told you guys I want to give you a handful of names that I'm taking a look at every single day here. Before we get into the chart request, the first one is going to be a cryptocurrency called Plume. So Plume is a real world asset play. They actually have licenses with the SEC. And this thing is very new. So with these cryptocurrencies, I'm looking for newer projects, right? I want to look for newer projects that nobody really knows about, that nobody's really invested into yet. Because when this bull run really decides to take off and we start ripping up over the next 1 to 2 years, like I told you guys before, this bull run is not going to happen tomorrow, right? I mean, we've already started. It's already ignited. But over the next 1 to 2 years, I believe these names are going to go up. And I want to find undervalued names that have real world utility, and I want to invest into them. So you guys know I've had a position on Plume for a while. We've been buying this one since down here at around a penny. Okay, this thing's been as high as 25 cents. So it's down here at a penny. This thing's trading at like a $50 million market cap right now, and it's 1,700% back up here to the top. So that means if you put in $10,000 right here and it goes back to 25 cents, you're going to make $170,000 if it hits that 25-cent level that we were at back here in 2025. So I think this is a very undervalued, overlooked play right now. The next one's going to be Navx. Navx is a lending protocol on SUI. So I was actually looking at this, doing some research on it. A couple things I like about it is the fact that the circulating supply, everything is already in circulating supply. So a lot of people talk about token releases. They can't really release any more tokens because there's only $1 billion max supply, and 869 million of them are already in 816 million of them are already in circulating supply. So that's a very good sign. And the crazy thing about this right now is that it's only trading at under a $7 million market cap. So this is a very tiny, very small project built on the SUI ecosystem, which is one of the biggest ecosystems out there, one of the fastest growing ecosystems. And right, this is like a moonshot play. Okay, a $7 million market cap. If that goes to $1 billion market cap, that could be a 10,000% move. So again, just trying to find these little names. This is more of a gamble, right? It's a newer play back in 2025, but it is a lending protocol. It does actually have real world utility where you can lend your assets to it and you can borrow against those assets. Okay, that is going to be a very big trend here, in my opinion, over this next bull run. So I like that one too. That's a very small micro cap play. And then Vchain. I've talked about this a couple times over the last couple weeks, guys. Vchain also sitting down here at a 2020 low at half a penny. This thing was as high as 25 cents back in 2021. That was the top of the last bull run. So again, if this bull run is just now kicking off like it looks like it's going to, imagine buying Vchain when it just kicked off down here in 2020. All you had to do was hold for a year and you literally made over almost 7,000%. Okay, that was a 7,000% move back here from 2020 to 2021. So I believe we're somewhere in this territory right now. And you can see if I drew a line with where the price is sitting currently, we're sitting right there. Okay, we're sitting right there at the bottom. So I do believe this thing could potentially reach 25 cents. Again, this thing is a lot stronger. Their ecosystem is a lot stronger here than it was back here. So I'm targeting like 50 cents on Vchain. That could possibly go to $1, and it's trading at half a penny right now. So very interesting ecosystem there. I do like Vchain. Again, if you put in $10,000 down here and it goes back up here to 25 cents, $10,000 would turn into around $670,000 or something like that if it did go back to 25 cents. Again, nothing is guaranteed, but Okay, the fundamentals are there, the ecosystem's there. I really like Vchain here at these levels. SYM, someone called this out in the Discord earlier in the week. I've actually never heard about it until somebody called it out in the Discord. That's why I love our community, because some of my best trades have come off of your guys' recommendations and your guys' call outs. Again, we have thousands and thousands of people over here in the Discord. So if you're investing alone, okay, you're doing yourself a disfavor, right? I only have 2 sets of eyes. If we have 5,000 people in the Discord, well, we have 5,000 sets of eyes on the market that can spot these kind of opportunities. And if we all know what to look for, okay, by using our trading rules, okay, that's where things come into play. So SYM is a robotics company. They make robots for warehouses for like Walmart. So obviously, I think the world's going to robots. Like, I think the next trend is not going to be AI. It's going to be robots, because with all this AI, as AI is getting stronger, it's going to turn into these robots. And these robots are pretty much probably going to take over the world and run it. So we might as well profit by buying robotic stocks. SYM is a very interesting one. Another thing I really like about this is the fact that it's sitting right here into the 40-year average. So you guys know, right, our strategy is to buy when the blue wave is down here, given a green dot on the weekly chart. Okay, the last one came back here in 2025 at $20. It went all the way up to 80. Okay, it's pulled back from 87 all the way down here to 40. We like that 50 to 60% drop. Okay, and it got a green dot down here at around 39. I know it has a red dot popping up here, but that doesn't mean we have to sell right away. The other thing I really like about it is the fact that it's trading into the 40-year average. The 40-year average is going to be the mean. Okay, the mean on this chart. We never want to buy when price is extended off of our average. Okay, the blue line is the average we like to look at. That's the average price over 4 years. That's what that blue line represents. It's a 200 EMA. So we don't want to buy when the price is way up off the average, right? Because that's when everyone's excited, everyone's having a good time. We want to buy when no one else is excited and no one's having a good time. And that's normally when we're sitting into the average after a 60% pullback. I think this one looks very interesting. CRM, I have this one on here just because they're reporting earnings. This is going to be something to pay attention to when the market closes. At the time of recording this video, they have not reported yet, but this is definitely something to keep an eye on. A huge company there. Nvidia also reporting earnings here after the bell. It's got a red dot popping. Again, earnings, it can always go either way. Okay, we never gamble on earnings. Okay, I still do not like Nvidia up here. I want to buy closer to the blue line. Right now, if you look at the blue line, according to the 4-year average, right, we're trading at a 38% premium. So we're trading 38% off of the mean, which tells us we're up here in this territory. I know Nvidia is the greatest company in the world and blah, 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 right? I don't care. I want to buy great assets at great prices, okay? Nvidia, is it a great asset? Yes, it is. But is it at a great price? Well, would you go to the grocery store and buy your groceries at a 40% premium if it meant going today on Wednesday? Probably not. Okay, we want to buy our assets at great prices. We don't want to buy them at decent prices or okay prices. We want to buy great assets at great prices. And how we know we're getting a great price is we use our technical indicators, right? We either want to buy when the wave is down here given a green dot, and it's not, right? It's up here. Okay, back here you bought it at 95, it went up to 233. Right here you bought it at 160, it went up to 235. Okay, and now it's given a red dot. And again, we're not going to gamble on earnings on this one, but it will be interesting to see here after the bell when that thing reports. OKLO, this is a nuclear energy company, another name that everyone was jacked up about up here at $200. It's now down here at 40, trading at the 4-year. So I still don't know how I feel about nuclear energy, just because if you look at their earnings, they literally make no money. They made $1 million last quarter. That's really not much for a big stock like this, but it's pulled back into the 4-year. So what I like about it is that it's sitting on the mean now, right? How do we know we're getting a fair price for a stock? We look at the mean, we look at the average, and we look at the 4-year average. We don't look at the 2-day average or the 1-week average. We look at the 4-year average, the average price over 4 years. So when price is way up here, okay, like it was back here in 2025 at $200, we were not buying. I know everybody on Twitter was talking about it up here, just like how they were talking about XRP up here at 350. If you guys are a crypto fan, look at the separation off the blue line. That's how you know you're getting a terrible price. We either want to buy into the mean or below the mean. Okay, and we were telling you guys you were getting a discount for XRP right there at $1. Okay, that was like a 30% off discount there. Okay, huge deals. But OKLO trading here is interesting. Snapchat, I like this one off the pullback. That's down 8% today because imagine that. They're getting sued again. All this company does is get sued. Okay, but I actually like the pullback here. The technicals still look strong. I still like the monthly. Again, I think this is a big candidate for a buyout. I think they might be suing the crap out of Snapchat just because they're trying to get them to sell. Again, that is just my opinion. This thing's down from $80 all the way down to $5. I still think there's an opportunity in that. OKT, this one is also reporting earnings here after the bell. We did get our sell signal up here at 150, so we should be out of this one. Not going to gamble on earnings, but again, that's one you can take a look at here after hours and see what it does. So OKTA, which is a big cybersecurity company, CRM, and NVIDIA, all big companies reporting earnings here today. Okta is probably the worst looking one. The only one I'd buy going into earnings if I wanted to would be CRM, okay? Because again, we're trading below the 4-year average right now. We got our signal down here at around 60. We had some more signals right here around 175. So if you were buying any of these signals here, you're up on your position currently. Okay, and again, they got earnings. So again, earnings is always a knee-jerk reaction, right? It can go up really fast or down really fast, kind of like Intuit. A lot of people were freaking out about this, but if you bought our signal, you were buying down here at 260. It doesn't matter if it's sold off on earnings. It's still up from where we got our signal. So watch Okta here after the bell. And the last one, guys, I wanted to point out, this is actually save the best one for last. I just took a position on this today. I did call that out over here in Overkill Trades. If you guys are in the Discord, I do call out all my buys, all my sells. I bought this one at around 47.90. The reason I like it is because it has the monthly alert. Okay, and it had a pretty decent sell-off here today, but that monthly alert, the last time we got the monthly alert with the wave down here was all the way back in... This was back in 2012, so that was 14 years ago. It went from $5 all the way up here to 160. It's also sitting into the moving average right here. That looks good. But what I really thought was interesting was I was looking at some data over here on Robinhood, on BSX. So one thing I like about Robinhood is this trading trends section right here. Okay, so what this tells you is that it tells you when Robinhood customers are buying, when hedge funds are buying, and when insiders are buying. So insiders are like top executives, CEOs, major shareholders, and board members. So if you come down here to the trading trends on Robinhood, right, I could see that Robinhood, they've been buying it. I don't really care about the Robinhood stuff. I care about the hedge funds, right? They're buying a ton, right? This hedge fund here, hedge funds are like the people that manage a bunch of money. They bought $2.1 billion, $2.1 billion worth of the stock here in quarter two, which was last quarter. These guys bought $500 million worth. These guys bought 200. So lots of buys coming in here in quarter two, right? You see that big green bar. That means, hey, hedge funds are buying. And the last thing I thought was interesting about this stock was the insiders tab. Okay, there was a couple small buys here. Okay, but this informed buy right here, $9 million. Okay, the CEO bought $9 million worth of the stock, BSX stock, the stock we're looking at here on TradingView, on August 5th. That was 20 days ago. He bought $9 million worth of the stock down here at these prices. Okay, and look how hard this thing sold off. So the CEO is buying it down here, right? Buying $9 million. That tells us, hey, he's probably pretty confident in this company's return. It's a huge medical company. They make around $5 billion every quarter. So I actually took a position on this today. It was down about 5%. I got in at around 47.90. So I'm already up like 1 or 2% on the trade. Nothing big. But I'm looking for this thing to come back up here, right? We don't want to sell to the waves back up here, giving us a red dot. I do like BSX a lot. That's been on our radar for a couple of weeks. So that's it for the top stocks in crypto for today that I'm looking at. And now I want to take a look at your guys' chart requests over here in the Discord. So we left off yesterday at Meta and Futu. By the way, if you guys didn't know, the 400 XRP giveaway is live over here in the giveaways tab. All you got to do is click on this emoji right here. We got 511 people entered. The winner will be drawn for the 400 XRP over here on September 1st, next Tuesday. So you guys can go ahead and enter for that now over there in the Discord. I see one here for Wolfman for CHKP. Checkpoint Software. This thing's very choppy. So chop, 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 chop. You just want to use this low right here at 112. If you believe in this company right now, you're getting a discount according to the 4-year. Okay, you're getting about a 20% discount. So we'd be buyers of this name down here. I have no idea what this company is, but it has the monthly and the weekly alerts. But if you like that company, I would be buying it down here. It's trading at a discount. We also got T-Mobile. I've had my eye on this one for a while too. We've got a bunch of signals down here at this 180 level. Again, just because we get a buy signal doesn't mean we're going to rocket ship right up. If you guys are familiar with our trading strategy, our trading rules, okay, all of our trades are for 1 to 6 months out, which means you should be willing to wait at least 6 months for your trade to play out. We are not day traders. We are not gambling here. We are investing. We are swing traders, okay? Everything we do here is based on logic, data, and discipline. If you guys are new to the channel, I do have a free trading course over here inside the Discord. You guys can watch that on YouTube by clicking on this link in the trading course tab under the onboarding section over here in the Discord, okay? But again, when you get these signals, it doesn't mean we're going to go straight up. It means, hey, it's time to accumulate. The bottom is most likely in. It's not 100%, but it's pretty freaking accurate, okay? You could zoom all the way out and see every time this thing comes down here, it's a great time to buy, okay? Great time to buy. So I like T-Mobile, one of the biggest mobile companies in the world. These guys make $22, $23 billion every 3 months. So they're trading at the 4-year average. Again, where do we want to buy our assets? We want to buy them at the average or below the average. We never want to buy them way up off the average, right? When T-Mobile was trading up here at 275, we should have been selling. Look at the separation off of the mean, okay? And now it's pulled back into it, had a nice little pop and gave it all back. Okay, I like this one down here at $1.80. Okay, I'd be a buyer of that name as well. What else we got? APP, we took a look at this one yesterday. I do like this one sitting pretty close to the 4-year. Again, we don't want to buy it up here at 700, okay, but down here at 300, it looks good. Okay, the signal will confirm it, but I do like the fact that it's sitting right there on the 4-year average. I'd be a buyer of that. We got CELH, that one's starting to take off as well. We got our signals down here at around $28 to $29. It even had a big knee-jerk reaction here on earnings and then just absolutely ripped back up. If you guys are in on this one off these signals, you're up quite a bit now. You're up probably 20, 30%. That thing's starting to go. So now what we're looking for is a red dot up here. Okay, we want that wave, that blue wave to get back up here. Okay, when the wave gets back up here, that's when we look to take our profits. Okay, so this one's still green, still looking up. I'd be looking to buy this one on any major pullbacks. If it has a big red day, I'd probably look to buy it. I'd like to buy it closer to 31, but if you got in down here off the signals, you were in at $28, $29. So again, you're already up 20% off of our signals. Once again, these are not day trades. These are swing trades. That took a little bit of time to play out, but it is playing out very nicely, and that is breaking out very, very nicely. We got Chainlink here. Chainlink is obviously my largest position, as I have told you guys. I bought a bunch of it down here at $8. Okay, it's now sitting up here at 11. One thing I will say about Chainlink, even after this move it's already had of 40% to the upside, is the fact that it's still sitting right here on the average. So again, anytime something is trading at the average, okay, anytime we're trading at the 4-year, okay, what does that mean? That means we're getting a fair price. How do you know you're getting a fair price for something? You buy it at the average. How do you know you're getting a discount for something? You buy it below the average, okay? How do you know you're getting a premium? Okay, I mean, paying too much for something, you're buying it up here off of the average. Okay, just like how Chainlink was up here at $24, $25, you should have been taking profits here on this red dot. If you didn't take profits, well, you had to sit through a whole year of going down. That dropped about 80%. Okay, and then we started buying again once we started getting our green dots down here. So this thing's sitting at 11. I still think is a great price. I told you guys this was a generational wealth opportunity to buy it down here at 8. It's already up 40% since that time. And again, we're going to wait till the price extends off of the 4-year, right, until it gets up here and gives us a red dot. That is when we'll be taking profits on Chainlink. I still think that's a buy even after a 40% move to the upside. It's trading at a fair price now, not a discounted price. So AAIO or AAOI, Applied Electronics. Again, look at the separation off the 4-year. Right now, according to the 4-year average, you're buying it at a 60% premium, has a red dot. I would use a stop loss at 94 off of the red dot. Anytime we see a red dot on the chart, guys, we want to use a stop loss to protect our capital. We usually use our previous low. I'd put it right there at 90. That's the bottom of this big green candle right there. But again, this is trading too far off the 4-year. I'd be a seller of that name here, or setting a stop loss to protect my capital. Because again, if you bought this one off of our signal, you would have bought it down here at $11. You're up you're up 1,000%. Again, you get one good time a year to buy your asset, guys. I tell you that over and over and over again. 1 or 2 good times a year you guys get to get a good price. Okay. After that, okay, it's just holding. Okay. 90% of our game, 95% of our game is holding. Okay. It's not buying or selling. That's the easy part. The hard part's holding, right? It's holding. So again, you should have bought that one down there at $11. It doesn't look too hot here. I'd put a stop loss probably at 90. Uber from Moon. What's going on, brother? Uber broke out. So again, we got a bunch of signals right here at around 70. So we were range bound on this right here between 68 and 74 for about 6 months. And now it has broken out. So I'd be looking to buy Uber on any major pullbacks. I've been talking about the 15-minute chart to you guys a lot. If you miss the signal, right, if you miss the green dot, what you want to do is you want to use these lower time frames. So on the daily chart, like I'll look for it to pull back into these EMA ribbons. On the 15-minute chart, I want to see it down here at the bottom of our golden zone. If you guys do not know what this golden zone is, I talk about the Fibonacci retracement tool inside of the free trading course over here. If you guys are new, that will teach you all about our indicators, all about our strategy and how to navigate. I also have a tab over here called the trading indicator tab. If you guys want to download these indicators and use my exact layout here on TradingView, you guys can click on this link right here in the trading indicator tab. It takes a couple of clicks and all the indicators load right up into your TradingView account. Your screen will look exactly like my screen here. Okay, wow, HNT taking off here, up 15%. That's beautiful. But yeah, if you guys want the indicators, you guys can get those over the trading indicator tab. But if you guys are new, I'd recommend watching the trading course first, trying to understand our strategy and how we use the indicators before diving in. But that is over there in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, there's a link in the description and also down in the comment section that you guys can click. That will get you into the Discord. It is free to join, so you guys can go check out all that content over there. Again, I try to give away all the education for free. My goal here is to educate. It's not to tell you guys what to buy or when to buy. It's why you should be buying or why you should be selling, okay, based on technical analysis. Okay, technical analysis is a very real thing. Anyone that says technical analysis is not real, we're buying Uber up here at $100. Okay, it went all the way down here to 65. Okay, same thing with Bitcoin. Again, same people that say technical analysis doesn't work probably were the people trading up here at 125. Again, all we're trying to do with technical analysis is get a fair price, guys. That's our goal. We just want to get a fair price. That's it. That's our goal. Okay, is Amazon trading at a fair price right now? I would say no. Okay, we're at 25% off the average. Okay, we want to wait for a big dramatic pullback. We want to wait for Amazon to come down here like it did in 2025 at 165. Okay, it went all the way up here to 300. That was a 100% move. Okay, this was a decent time to buy right here at 200. Boom, big pop. But now that we're sitting that far off the 4-year, we just want to wait for that puppy to come back down. I'd be a seller of Amazon here off the red dot. Uber we just covered. So Uber again, we'd be looking like at the 15-minute chart. Okay, looking for it to come down into the golden zone. I'd want to buy this probably at 75 now that you missed the signal. The signal came right there at 70, and you got like 7 signals down here. This chopped for a long time. Okay, you see how it hit the 4-year? You see how it hits the 4-year and bounces. It hit the 4-year, now it's bouncing. I'd like to buy that one closer to 74. Okay, right now I'd just be holding it, looking for the red dot. Because again, if we're using our strategy, we are entering when the green dot pops. Netflix is also sitting at the 4-year. Again, beautiful pullback here. Again, we're not buying Netflix up here. We want to buy Netflix into the average. Okay, it got the green dot down here at 70. I still think this one looks very good here as long as it can maintain. I'd put a stop loss probably at $65. 65 on the stop loss for Netflix. Meta, we covered this one probably in every single video so far this week. It looks okay. If you guys want to buy big tech companies here, feel free. Just know that the stock market is trading at literally the highest evaluation since the dot-com bubble. So it's trading at the 4-year average. I would be a buyer of Meta here with a stop loss at 500. If I have to pick any big tech stock, though, any of the Mag 7, I'd probably pick Netflix here. Oracle, I actually like Oracle a lot here. Okay, I do have a position on Oracle. Again, every time this thing comes down into the blue line, okay, since all the way back, since the beginning of time, okay, since all the way back here in 2005, okay, that was what, 21 years ago? 21 years of data. Every time it comes into the blue line, it's a great time to buy. Again, we don't want to buy Oracle up here at 350. Okay, red dots up here, red dot right here. We traded this one last year. Actually, we already traded this one once this year from 140 up to 250. Got these green dots down here at 145. It went to 250. We took profits, sold back off to 113, and now we're just sitting right at a fair price. So I'm still a buyer of Oracle. They got earnings coming up in September, but I do like that stock. GRT. GRT is that a crypto? Are you talking about a crypto or looks like a crypto? Yeah, this one looks like garbage. I mean, it does have a monthly alert here, so if it is going to turn around, I would use a stop loss at 0013. But I hate names that look like this, that are making all-time lows. Right? I'd rather buy something like Plume, like we talked about at the beginning, that's holding on here. Okay, it's building a base here. Okay, or like Chainlink, for example. Like Chainlink is going up and to the right, right? You want charts that are going this way. Okay, Ethereum, charts that are going like this. Okay, not charts that are going like down to the ground, right? This thing is just ugly. I think there's a lot better names than GRT to buy right now. Okay, I'd prefer Chainlink. Keel, this one's coming down, just needs a signal. Last time we got the signal was into the 4-year right there at $2. It popped up there to 7. Watching this one for the green dot. I think this one is on our watch list. I'm going to add that one in. Okay. But I do want to, that will give the signal. Now that it's on our watch list, you will get the signal. I do call out all these alerts over here in the Discord for you guys right when they happen. So you get the monthly alerts, the weekly alerts, the daily alerts, everything posted right over here in the trade alerts section. But Keel looks interesting. I've also seen a couple politicians buying that. So again, it was up at 7. It's pulling back. I'd love to buy it at like 250 if it happens. Okay, looking for the green dot on that. Don't jump the gun. Just look for the signal. STX. I think you're talking about the crypto. Nice move there off the bottom at 12. It's got the monthly alert there. Huge move this month, up 92% in August so far. That one looks good. I'd be a holder of that. Maybe put your stop loss at 16. That thing's gotten absolutely smoked here. Huge move, though. Wow. Look at the volume on that. Okay, volume's coming in. So, yeah, I'd be a holder of that. Okay, if you bought this signal right here at 16 cents, if you bought it down here at 12 cents, if you bought it right here at 21 cents, you're in profit on all these signals. Okay, since December, you're now in profit. So let that puppy ride. I'd probably be targeting around 77. This is an interesting play here. And again, it's up 92% on the month. So what are we doing? We're looking for the 15-minute chart, looking for a pullback maybe down here to 22 to 23. That'd be where we can take a stab at it. But as of right now, we don't want to chase it after a 92% pump. Okay, so be patient on that one. Look for a pullback. SUI we like. Okay, pulling back a little bit here on the weekly. It's back in here to the EMA ribbon. I think that one is down in the golden zone here. So again, if you miss this signal, it has now pulled back here into the 15-minute golden zone. It's been down here for the last couple of days, last 2 days. Okay, so again, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. Doesn't matter if it pulled back a little bit. I think SUI is a very strong ecosystem, and I actually like it a lot here off this pullback. Okay, that's actually pulled back quite a bit since, I mean, it hit 94 and then it pulled back to 74. So I actually like it a lot here after this sell-off. We got CBRS. This one's too new. So if I can't see any data on the indicator, I can't tell you. The reason there's no data on my indicator is because it just came out here in May. So if there's not enough data on the chart to populate our indicators, there's nothing I can tell you. SMCI, we like this one still. Okay, we really like this one still. Look where it's sitting, right on the blue line here. We're looking for this one to extend and continue its move higher. I'm targeting anywhere from $70 to $80 here on SMCI. Looking for the red dot here. Got a long way to go back up here to the red zone. Again, you'll learn about the red zone in the trading course as well if you guys are not familiar, but this is typically our target between 52 and 60. I do think that one can break out. The monthly chart looks very bullish, and their revenue is just absolutely ripping lately. Okay, they've been absolutely crushing their earnings. Okay, huge company. A lot to do with AI and chips. And you can see it's sitting right there on the 4-year average. So again, we're getting a fair price for it here. Okay, and this one's been consolidating for a long time. So normally when a name consolidates this long, it means a big move is coming to the upside. Okay, you can see it kind of did it back here for a bit, and then it absolutely ripped. I think SMCI is going to do very, very well over the next 1 to 2 years. NXT, that's Next Power, selling off. You just need the signal. Okay, I like the sell-off. Let's wait for the green dot again. You got a green dot right there at 100. It's sold back off. So part of our trading rules over here is if you buy something, right? If you buy something, look to average down if the position declines 20% or more. That means if you get a green dot, okay, and then you get a red dot and it's invalidated, you wait for the next green dot and then you buy more of whatever position that you're in, right? If you want to add to the stock. Because again, if you liked it up here at 98 to 100, you should like it more if it comes down here to 80. Okay, so again, just waiting on the signal for that one. And again, these are long-term investments, guys. These are not day trades. Sometimes the trade will go against you. But again, as long as you don't sell, you don't lose. The only way you lose in the stock market or on crypto is if you sell at a loss. That's the only way. Okay, if you believe in what you're buying, if you believe it's going higher over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you should be happy. Warren Buffett says you should be happy when your name goes down. Okay, that's the mentality you have to have when investing. Okay, QBTS, that's got a red dot here. Honestly, my favorite, if you want to play a quantum computing play, I honestly think the play is IONQ, and I do have a position on that, so I'm a little biased, but I look at revenue, guys. Like this company here, look at their revenue. See how it's going up? 61 million, 64 million, 80 million, right? We went from 7 million to 20 million to 40 million to 60 million to 64 million, right? The revenue's going up. Something like QBTS, I mean, yeah, it's a quantum computing play, but they're only making $3 million a quarter, right? They're not, their earnings is not going up, okay? It's actually going down. And when you look at something like IONQ, right? When I look at a company, first thing I'm going to look at is their revenue. How much money are they making, right? And if the number they report every 3 months, because again, every publicly traded company has to tell us how much they're making every quarter is every 3 months in a year. Okay. And when you see the revenue going up, that means, hey, oh, this company's growing, right? Their revenue's going up, which means they're doing something right. So if you're going to play a quantum computing play, I would play IONQ. I would not touch QBTS. LHX. That one's coming down into the 4-year, so we like that one. Again, got a ton of signals right here around 280. It's at 260. That's down like 10%. Earnings look pretty good. Okay, looks like they're growing. And again, we're coming down into the 4-year. So look at the last time we hit the 4-year average. Okay, that was back here in 2025. We went from $200 all the way up to 380. That was almost a 100% move. So I like this one. I'd wait for the signal here on the weekly or the monthly. Okay, one of the two. MLM. Also sitting on the 4-year. Good call-outs here. I like these two from Sash. Again, if it's sitting on the 4-year average, that's how we know we're getting a fair price. Okay, we're not getting a fair price up here. We're getting a fair price when it hits the average. Look at every time it hits the blue line, boom, 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 boom. Okay, it bounces. So will it bounce again? Nothing is 100%, but if you're going off the data, okay, whenever this comes back down here, since all the way back here in 2012, for the last 14 years, it's been a great time to buy. So I like this one. Look for the signal if you want that confirmation there on MLM. We got OUST. OUST sitting pretty close to the 4-year, but it has a red dot, so not my favorite looking stock. Okay, I'd wait for the wave. Again, our buying opportunity was right there at 18. We also had a buying opportunity down here at 7, so we're just waiting for the green dot there on OUST. EOSE. Okay, that thing's selling off really hard. This is actually setting up pretty nicely. Another energy company here. Again, I actually like energy companies right now. Their earnings look pretty decent. They're still a pretty small stock, but they are going up. I actually like this one down here. I actually like this one a lot. It's actually trading down here into the 15-minute. It does have a green dot here on the chart, so I would buy this one here and put a stop loss at $3. Okay, that thing could run really quick, really fast. I'm actually going to go ahead and add this one to my watch list. I like this call out here. For an energy play. It looks very interesting. Okay, very, very interesting. It's been as high as $20. It's sold off. Everybody knows we're in the middle of an energy crisis, so energy companies like this look very interesting. Okay, it's been as low as 75 cents. But if I were to buy this one, I'd use a tight stop, right? You don't want it to break below 3 because if it breaks that previous low, we're probably going to see lower lows. So your risk to reward, you need to treat $3 like the bottom. You need to treat $3 like 0. And we actually bounced at $3 back here in April and had a really nice move to the upside. So I actually like EOS here. That looks good. I'd be a buyer of that. OPTX. OPTX is sitting on the 4-year here. Okay, use a stop loss at $6. USAR. Okay, that one also has a green dot down here. So again, if you missed the green dot, we're in here on the 15-minute chart looking to buy it down here in the bottom golden zone like it hit right there at 17. Boom, popped right back up. So if that comes down to like the 17 area, that's where I'd want to be a buyer. As of right now, it's very choppy. It does have a green dot, so if you're playing it, I would just make sure it holds 13. I'd want to buy it closer to $16, $17 down in that golden zone. We got TEM, Tempest AI, huge move. Okay, huge move. We got the signal down here at 44, popped up there to 75, nice move. I still like this one. Okay, I wouldn't buy it up here, but again, I'd be looking for a pullback, maybe down into the $50 to $54 range. Okay, looking for a buy. That'd put us probably right there back around the yearly moving average. as of right now, this has already had a huge move. That was up 40% last week. So again, looking for the red dot. And then our target would be up here in the red zone, probably around 90 to 100 there on Tempest AI. Roblox, RBLX, getting smoked. Again, everyone's talking about it up here at 140. It's down here at 37 now, getting absolutely railed. Okay, look at this. Okay, last time we hit this level, that white line is just marking the bottom from where we hit here in July. Last time we hit that level was in 2024. It went from 30 all the way up there to 140. This is a big, huge gaming company, but their earnings are pretty stagnant, honestly. They're actually going down. So not my favorite stock. I heard they do some weird stuff on their games. I don't know. Not my favorite stock. I think there's some better names to own. We got HDSN, Hudson. So again, trading below the 4-year average, just looking for the signal. The last signal you got was down here at $5. So $5 is our support, right? Boom. You're buying it pretty close to where you got the last signal. And again, we bounced there last time, had a nice move up. But again, this doesn't look too good. I think there's some better names to own. Quantum play here. Looking for the signal. Again, I gave you my quantum computing play. This looks like a penny stock, so just be careful with that one. KTOS. I was looking at this one today too. Okay, nice pullback. Again, it's got the green dot and it's down here into the golden zone. So when it's in the golden zone on the 15-minute, the 15-minute chart is the 15-minute chart is the intraday chart. So if it has a green dot and you missed it, you just look at the 15-minute chart, look for the pullback here into the golden zone. That's where you take your position. But I think this looks good. This is a big defense play. Their earnings actually look pretty good. I've been tracking their earnings, and they are going up every single quarter. Okay, they've been increasing their earnings with the AI war and the war with Iran and stuff like that. I actually like this one down here at around 52. I'd be a buyer of that. We got Ulta Beauty, ripping. Okay, we were calling this one out down here at 74. Again, green dots into the 4-year average is a beautiful, beautiful place to buy. Okay, Ulta Beauty, this is a cosmetic company. My wife and her sister go here, it seems like every week or every other week. And again, they bounce right on that 4-year average. Again, green dots, boom, boom. Okay, down here at 450, you're already up. This looks very strong. Ulta looks very strong here, up above 500. I'm going to leave it there, folks. We'll pick up and finish the rest tomorrow. And we'll just scroll through the rest of these tomorrow here. We got a few more names to go, but that's going to be it for today. Again, if you guys are new, check out that trading course. If you guys like the indicators, you guys can download those over here in the trading indicator tab. The link to the Discord is in the description. Again, it's free to join. You guys can also enter the giveaway over here for 400 XRP. We're going to be doing that. Once that's over, then I'm going to do a 500 XRP giveaway, and then we're going to start shooting for 600 likes. So I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Drop a comment. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, what you guys are watching. Let me know your favorite name that you looked at here today. And we will be back here same time tomorrow. God bless you guys. We're live here Monday through Friday every single week. Friday, we drop our watch list. Tuesday through Thursday are our chart request videos. And Monday is our portfolio update. If you guys ever miss a live stream, we always post the replays over here in the Discord under the latest tab. You can see this was from yesterday, and this was my portfolio update from Monday. So today is Wednesday, which means tomorrow we will be doing another chart request video, and then the watch list on Friday. Once again, God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.